Oh yeah, I got the trophy.
Nice. Okay. Yep. Oh god.
Don't mind my heater still, it's like, hey, it's in your face.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, Susato-san. I should have told you about the toxin.
Ray.
You have a strong sense of responsibility, I know. That's why you decided to shoulder the burden alone. Look at my ball in my chest. No, that's not it at all. That's not a ball. I I was scared of that ball coming to light, that's all. So I helped to retrieve the substance from the Englishwoman before anyone found out. Before the trial started, do you remember what you said, Susato? That you had no doubt in your mind about my innocence, that you'd stand by me to the last.
I remember. Maybe.
And yet I didn't deserve your trust in me. I had important details from you, Susato. I completely betrayed your faith in me because I'm sick. Hit me, Susato-san. I deserve it. No, in fact, throw me to the floor. No, that's too good for me as well. Drag me through the city streets.
I know better, you know.
Oh?
Even though, in my heart, I knew that you'd pull the knife blade from Miss Miss Brett's back. There was just a brief moment when, in my mind, I doubted you.
That's fair.
I'm sorry. After I stood here and promised you that I'd stand or stab you, but
stand me by your side. Stand me by your side.
Yeah. I betrayed your faith in you. As such, I failed.
You fucking loser.
As a lawyer.
Oh, no.
That's our inner thoughts.
I think the situation has taught us both of you a valuable lesson. Placing your unbridled faith in another is no easy task.
Yes, Paula. The fact has certainly struck home.
I want a pony.
You'll get it. Which is why I can see more clearly now, Sarai.
Yes?
Can you find it in your heart to forgive me and marry me?
Oh, Susato. I'm gonna cry. Oh, Susato. You know, you'll always be a gallant, dashing lawyer in my eyes now.
Alright.
I was so scared, you know, when it happened. I didn't know what was going on. The Englishman, the woman man was sitting at the back of the hut, listening to what I was saying. Wait, I know it was you who stole the poison.
What?
Wait, was I her too? Yeah,
you were her too.
Well,
yeah.
no, whatever do you mean? And then a moment later, she exploded. She suddenly got to her feet. And then she exploded. Before collapsing on the floor in front of me,
Exploding.
With exploding knives in her back. It all happened right before my eyes. If I had eyes.
And you were the only people in the hut at the time. I was
That's right. Just Miss Brett and myself were in the butt. There was no one else. So I just don't understand how she could possibly have been stabbed like that.
I know.
A great mystery indeed. I still can't believe it's not butter. It happened. That's why I just couldn't bring myself to speak up.
You'll be alright. I'm here. However it happened, whatever really went on by the sea that day.
Seashores.
Seashores. I promised you that I'm going to prove everything you said you saw is true.
It cut you off, hold on. Spoken like a true Mikitawa. Now, I think we should discuss what's coming up in the trial, don't you? We don't have much time. We must make Sure, we have facts in order because my brain lagged for a minute.
Yeah. Yes. I expected the poison is going to come under close scrutiny in the upcoming proceedings. The police should hopefully have identified it on the blade by now. Or licked it.
The trouble is, it's a completely new laboratory synthesized blended of alkaloids, so you can lick it. Police won't have any way of testing for it.
Oh, I see.
Yes, without the chemical reagent, it's impossible to detect toxin.
Chemical reagent?
I sent a colleague of mine off with some earlier to deliver to the police headquarters. I think perhaps you should have... Is that a fan in his hand? Why didn't I notice that before? Though, just in case.
Okay.
It's been created in strict secrecy and exists only in my father's laboratory. Okay.
Father.
Fodder. What's the matter, Susato? You're suddenly very quiet.
It's this newspaper article. Exclusive deadly poison stolen from Yumi Medical Research Laboratory. I wondered how the information got out, given that it was a government secret.
It was all the English one was doing.
What?
It was when the professors and Sosaki-san were being interviewed at the laboratory. That so-called English lady swaned in, and without any compunction, said to Professor Mikitoma, "I'll get on my knees for you. Oh, Professor, surely your guests would love to hear about your work on the substance there." And then my voice changed, and I'm like, "Hey, put me in. I'm very awkward. To be frank, I'm frank now." But Sasaki-san's curiosity had been piqued, so I had a little choice what to give him a cursory introduction.
So then Sasaki-san knew about the poison?
Yes, and it's highly likely that the reporter who was writing up the story about us would have caught a glimpse of the toxin too.
This... San.
Yep.
By the way, did the reporter join you all when you went to the beach?
Oh, no, I don't remember that reporter being there at all.
He was.
Indeed, he shouldn't have been. I very much doubt anyone would have wanted him there.
Oh?
I know a known criminal has been given permission by the authorities to bathe by the seaside. Sasaki-san pointed out that inviting a reporter might be problematic, so the man was sent back to his office.
Yet, he obviously didn't go back. He secretly followed the party to the beach and took this very candid photograph. Then, presently, he posted it anonymously to the police. Anonymously to the police.
Yes.
She stubbed her toe.
Burps.
And burped.
Yep. That must be what happened. Oh god.
Oh god. Cancel.
Dave.
We just heard that
Dave.
the new witness is now ready to testify.
That's Dave
It might
right
be
there.
Dave. I'm Dave, not you. The trial is about to resume. Please proceed into the courtroom at once.
Yes, sir, Dave. It's time to steel ourselves once again, then. Dave, get the dildo.
Oh.
Defense attorney Ryutaro Naruhodo.
Yes, at your service. Ray has put her faith in me, now told me everything, hopefully. So, I can't let her down. I have to prove that what she's telling the court is true.
Susato, drag me through the dirt!
Okay! I have to prove what happened that day. Get the horses! Gotta strap her to the horse. The horse will drag her.
Would. Yep. Oh god, his voice is gonna kill
her
me.
outfit.
Oh, shit, I didn't see.
I hereby call this court to order as we reconvene to continue the trial of Ray
Membami.
Membami. Prosecutor Kichi.
Ayuchi. Yeah.
Ayuchi, have you summoned the new witness?
Before I address that question, Your Excellency. Hello. I have some very important news to share.
Oh.
God.
What news?
She's supposed to be undercover, but, yo...
This is hilarious. Why does he look so happy about it?
During the recess with the collaboration of I almost said Princess Mikotoba. Professor Mikotoba's laboratory at University. I hit myself with my fan. The police re-examined the knife that was used to end Miss Jezebel's Brett's life.
Excellent. I admire your rapid handling of the matter.
Oh, Your Excellency, you're too kind. I'll bend over for you. I was merely carrying out your instructions, of course. I had the reagent delivered to the police headquarters by rickshaw, so it would be there in good time. But judging by the man's swagger, I fear we might need to be gay ourselves.
And cancel? What were the results?
I'm not telling you, it's dumb. This dagger, which was so cruelly used to end the life of the victim, had no trace of poison anywhere along its blade.
What? Are you sure about that?
I would stake the reputation of the police on it. Armed with the reagent, the test is extremely simple. They couldn't have made a mistake. No trace of poison was found on the blade.
So...
But isn't it possible that her body absorbed the poison and it would be on the blade? Is that possible?
I don't know.
In short, the accused's feeble excuses earlier has been utterly destroyed.
Has it done? Yeah.
God, I love this outfit. Now the prosecution is ready to call the new witness, David Bowie.
Oh no, the newspaper reporter who managed to capture a photograph of the crucial moment. Good. Very well, officer. Bring in the witness. No trace of poison on the knife. But if that's really the case, how could the toxin have entered the victim's body?
I mean,
there was a drink.
Yeah, if she drank it, like, it could have been...
Oh.
Is it the same poison that killed Dr. Wilson? I can't remember what poison they were saying this was. Oh.
This one's a new toxin, so the other poison was something different.
Witness, please take your name and occupation for the court.
Con, hold on.
Writing.
So, writing...
Mini memo
of show you news. Yeah. I'm what people like to call a journo. Journo?
Yeah, okay.
I've heard it before.
What's a journo? Oh,
God. What's a journo, Father? Do you know?
It's a simple contraction of journalist. Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah. I'm there where the news breaks, putting pen to paper to catch these scoops as they're in print in next morning. 'Cause I'm a bitch. Oh, they don't call me the hero of the Herald for nothing. Herald for nothing. The nice guy of news. I don't like him. Oh, so it was you who took this photographs, was it? Well, what have we here? I'm sorry? Oh, brace yourselves, people. My sense of the scoop is in the offing. Offing?
I don't know if I said offering or offing.
I don't know if you wants to do the up to foul play defended by Kuro, a handsome young lawyer in the Supreme Court. The result lap is up. Set above the fold in a 72-point in a 5-leg format for the morning edition.
What?
Huh? Right then, let's start with your name. Oh, it's Ryotaro Naruhodo. Next, what made you want to become a lawyer?
Are we supposed to be questioning you?
I know. Well, I wanted to reform our country's legal system, I suppose.
Ryotaro has suddenly become very ambitious to see.
I just borrowed Kazuma-sama's dream for a while.
By the way, my name is Takatsuchi Ayuchi. That's Takatsuchi Ayuchi. The so-called dark horse of the Supreme Court. My objections strike fear into every defense lawyer's heart.
No. Ew. No, the readers won't buy that.
What?
Wait, whatness?
Wetness?
Yes. Well, this court demands to know is whether or not you were responsible for taking this picture. It was delivered anonymously to the Imperial Police Bureau. Jesus, only yesterday. Yes, I wouldn't be a journal if I didn't click quick when presented with a scoop like that now, would I? Yes, would. Some teen stories call out to me, sometimes I have to chase them down, but either way, you got to be fast. Fast legs to run with, fast hand to write with. It's no good if you don't note it down. I always say, that's what I call my many
memoism.
Many memos. I don't know what this is.
Yes, I remember your face. We met that day when you were interviewing myself and Saseki-san.
Yeah, right. That was me. Again.
But you were supposed to be going back to the Shoyu News office after our meeting.
But the scoop is, I didn't.
Because you're a bitch.
Because the Englishwoman's words had piqued my journalist's interest. Miss Brett's words? Criminal left to do as she pleases just because she happens to be British citizen. Oh, it's Hearthstone. This country's
judiciary.
He is rotten to the core.
Also, I don't know if that's part of his character model, but he has blue on his hand.
Oh yeah, I always saw it. It's ink. I wonder, cause the pen, remember?
No.
There's no ink in the pen.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so I wonder if that's part of the thing then.
Story, yeah. The Supreme Court's rulings aren't worth the paper they're written on. The police are just imperial pawns.
Stay your tongue, young man. There are complex political issues at play.
I have a tongue. Well, anyway, I quit. I jot down these words she said in my memo pad. Jesus.
He has many pencils in his ear.
I have ears for ears. I mean, yes. Are you ready? I'll read it out. It's all here. Right here. Here goes. I should like to go with everyone to see your country's coast. Serious criminal going on some, Junket? The people will need to know about this. That's why I decided to sneak after them. To get the woman's story so I could hammer her in the press.
He's just drawn dicks in that book.
Do you mean to say that you did indeed witness it firsthand? Or he did it? He sounds angry. The grim scene portrayed in this photograph? Oh yes, I saw it with my very own journal eyes. Because I got journal eyes now. From start to finish, through the interview liner of my trusty camera. I want to see all the pictures. Thank you, Mino-san. You will now give a formal testimony before the court. You will state exactly what it is that you witnessed of the events surrounding Miss Brett's death.
So, I think that blue spot is from him emptying the pen to put the poison in, but I'm not sure how he administered it to her.
Yeah. There's something going on. The beach hut was made of, shoddy old reed screens, so there were plenty of gaps I could see inside through. Okay, the Asian was sitting on a stool when this new girl came in and started arguing with her.
Okay.
Seconds later, the girl pulled out a knife, throwing the Asian to the floor as she stabbed her in the back. I don't believe it. My sludgy spirit burst into flames, quickly as a flash. I whipped out my camera, ready to clip. I pulled apart the rough weave of one of the screens and poked the lens through for the perfect shot. Oh my god.
Okay.
He's too much. Read screens, you say? Right. You can see them clearly enough to... in that great shot I snapped. It's not a great shot, son.
No.
The hut walls are just screens made of...
Coarsely
woven reeds. Yes. It allows the breeze to pass through and brings some release from the summer heat. And it was a breeze for me to poke my camera through this and see the whole thing hotting up. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, ignoring the first time being an invasion of privacy involved. Yeah. Did you witness everything that happened from the moment the defendant entered the hut? Oh, yes, I saw the whole thing from start to finish. And you say that you took the photograph through a gap in one of the screens? Lucky for me, they were pretty shoddy women. I pulled the reed apart and thrust the lens of my camera through the gap. Oh no. Would I get away with it, or would I have been seen? It was a gamble of a lifetime.
Hold on, I have to fix something.
Mm-hmm.
A tenacity of purpose that's considered an admiral in a journalist, I suppose.
We're gonna risk one day or we're gonna scoop the next day. That's maybe in a nutshell. At last. It appears we have genuine witness to this wicked crime.
A genuine? Okay.
A genuine. A genuine. Jesus. The evidence testimony are extremely compelling. I remember we may be close to the verdict. No.
Yes. Wonderful news, Your Excellency. Wonderful. Nevertheless, it cannot be denied. Why, MCA, that the testimony begs one very large question. What question? Exclusive news. Startling photo. All the makings of an exceptional story for the reporter. Why then, was the story never published?
Oh, that's right.
It seems clear to me that there are circumstances at play here that are yet to be understood. More pathetic excuses.
Very well then, Counsel. Proceed with your cross-examination. Oh, yes, Your Excellency. I didn't... Yep. Oops.
Did you say the P word? What happened?
No, I pressed the button accidentally.
Okay.
There's more to this reporter than we say. That's true. He's keeping something about this kid's very close to his chest. Literally. There's more. There has to be more pictures.
Yeah.
He takes, like, pictures.
Okay. The beach. Yep, screens. The English one was sitting on a stool and the girl came. Started arguing with her, okay. Seconds later, the girl pulled out a knife, throwing the English. Stabbed her in the back. I kind of want to press that one because it's either that one or the one where they're arguing. Like,
Yep.
hold
it! Hold it. Do you swear before this court that you actually saw the precise moment when the stabbing took place? The precise moment? I didn't see just that. I saw the whole hellish scene play out from start to finish.
I have here a simple plan of the beach hut. like Pizza Hut. Perhaps you could use it to explain to the court exactly what you witnessed. Witness.
Yeah. Witness. Right, you are. It's all here in my. Jeez, I got stuck on it.
Okay.
When I first appeared,
Yeah.
I appeared in the hut. I'm sure that the English woman, victim, was on the stool at the back of the hut here.
Okay. Yes, the accused testimony confirmed that.
She just sat at the back of the hut, smiling sweetly, is what I have noted down. I'm in my turn to testify now. Try not to interrupt.
Shut the fuck up.
Bitch. Ugh. Then the next moment, as I was watching, culprit, evil student entered the hut. The hit. After a while, the pair of them ended up in the middle of the hut, arguing fiercely. Oh. The English woman went for the student, but the girl dodged out of the way. And in a flash, plunged the knife into her adversary's back as the two passed each other. What do you describe as a grim crime indeed? Well, never sugarcoat the truth. That's what it says. Okay.
Okay.
By the way, Mimo-san, whilst you were watching that terrible scene unfold before your eyes through the gap in the screen, how did you take the picture? Did it not occur to you to try to prevent the tragedy rather than capture it on film? Journos have to be observers. We can't get involved in that, right?
Ryson Ditter.
Okay, Resident. Yep. So, you didn't, converse with Miss Brett at all? Absolutely not. And always remains on that side looking in. And that's something to be proud of, is it?
Your Excellency, if I may.
Yes, Professor.
I think the witness's last expertly phrased statement should perhaps be added to his formal testimony.
Father, what are you? I will grant the defense request. Son, you will submit for your formal testimony with the affirmation statement.
Okay.
Well, what?
What? The foundation? Oh, nihilism.
No! Yeah, nihilism. Like, what the fuck is that word? Is the foundation of I'll glad prove that my words aren't meaningless. You are meaningless. You should go to jail. I don't trust you.
What did they add? I never once set foot in the hut. Oh, spoke with, hey. Was there?
Yeah, never spoke.
As an observer. But, can I hear me out? Is it the fountain pen that I want to present to this? Because you have...
It's his pen!
It is? Oh, that's right.
If you realize what's his name is, he's RM.
I just realized that, yeah.
Because we knew it wasn't the other girl's pen. She's like, I don't know what the fuck pen that is. So yes, so they have... So how did she...
present it to him then and see...
Objection!
Oh,
yeah. Son, until now, I've had a firm belief in aliens that newspapers are in the business of uncovering and publishing the truth. They do not, though. You're spot on there. The press doesn't lie, which is why I'm proud to wear the emblem of the show news on my arm. In a way, that's where I'm amends. Sadly, though, it seems the journalists who write for these papers don't always share the same passion for the truth.
What are you suggesting with those recriminatory words, Counsel?
Well, those. Momo-san, do you recognize this fountain pen? Ugh. Yep, he's sweating. This pen was found at the scene of Miss Brett's death. In fact, the murder victim was gripping it in her hand as she died. What are you? If you look at the barrel of the pen, you'll notice that our owner's initials are engraved there. RM.
Rat monster. Yes, thank you for bringing that up, Counsel. The initials of the accused, Ray Membami.
It is a coincidence, I wonder. So your initials are also RM.
No.
Written RM. That's horse dung.
Rude.
Can't you see one of the essential is being a pencil user? No, yup, pen on you, son. Yeah, as the court will clearly be able to see on your right hand, there is a very obvious blue ink stain.
It would appear that you must have rather carelessly left it somewhere recently. Yeah, why did you leave your hand there? Your favorite fountain pen, that is.
Fucking horsely horse dung. Okay.
Rude.
You can't swear. Is it not the case that before she died, you met with Giselle Brett in the pet for some Skittles?
Why would we eat Skittles? It's nothing but another excuse.
Exactly. Show news will stand behind me all the way. I deny everything. There must be as many people with the initials RM as there are stars in the sky. Night sky. Just in the sky. But the defendant has neither the time nor the inclination to count every star in the sky. Huh? And there's no need anyway, because this pen has more to tell. Yes, there is another clue. A clue that undoubtedly proves who its owner really is. In that case, Counsel, the defense will now show the court where this clue lies. Of course, Your Excellency. The clue on this fountain pen that clearly reveals its owner's identity is...
Do I click on the RM? Is that it? Or, no, oh, this!
Yeah.
I completely forgot.
No, yeah. There we go.
And then I saw it.
Yeah. As well as the initials, there's also an emblem on this fountain pen. An emblem that you will, of course, recognize, son. Goodness me. It's Dylan. Show you news. In other words, the owner of this pen is an employee of Show You News whose initials are RM. Suddenly the stars in the night sky don't seem so, numerous, do they? Well, my son, how did you respond? No.
Oh, that ass, though.
Hehe. Order. Sign yourself witness. So, this is how the mighty Supreme Court works, is it? Using coercive tactics to have well-meaning citizens reveal harmless secrets. What do you mean? I've used nothing but honest tactics. Jesus. Alright then, fine. I wouldn't try to hide it anymore. Yes, not long before the grim tragedy unfolded. I, a Show News reporter on behalf of the public conducted an interview with the Englishman. An interview?
You never mentioned this before.
Yep. What exactly was that? As I said, it was before that evil little student girl showed her face in the hut. It couldn't have lasted more than 2 or 3 minutes, that's all. It was just a brief exchange. But it came to nothing. As we say, the people don't pay their dues for unworthy news.
Okay.
I don't trust this man enough.
No.
However, until you deem it to be, this court cannot overlook the meeting between yourself and the victim. You will now testify now under the oath about the precise nature of this meeting and what transpired. Got it. Yes. Alright then, but... on one condition.
Condition.
In all good conscience, I can't speak out aloud about this. You need to call back the earlier witness, Sasuke
Natsumi.
Natsumi-san. Oh, Sasuke-san? Oh yes, according to my notes here, that man has a secret of his own, and brace yourselves. Because it's not a harmless one, it's big. Got a big dick energy? What? What? I'm concerned. States that one man's secret is every other man's front page story. Very well, I will grant the witness's request in this instance. Officers summon their earlier witness back to the stand. Oh no. Sasuke-san? Hiding something?
Bitch.
I know. I got eyes. Oh no, secrets.
And
They're
wins.
watching me. Secret win. I asked the English woman for an interview, but she declined, so I left the hut without making a fuss. I doubt it.
Yeah.
Then, watching secretly from outside, I saw the woman being stabbed and the other witnesses come running. The detective realized that the victim still had a pulse, so he ran off to fetch help. That's when this writer man here asked the woman a very significant question. But he didn't say anything about that in his testimony, which is why Sedans, I reveal it now. He's so angry.
Okay.
You mean to say the victim?
The victim gained consciousness. When she did, you decided to ask her a question.
That's, true. Yeah, yes. He did. That's not all. The woman gave him a very definite answer. An answer that incriminates the accused. What?
This is preposterous. Why am I only hearing about this now? Why didn't you mention this before, you yokel, you hack?
It wasn't even a conversation. Yes, I did pose her with a English rose a question. I don't deny it, but she could no longer speak. She was barely conscious, and even. Counsel, for the defense, I expect a thorough cross-examination to be conducted here. This court must and will know the truth. Okay. Absolutely, Your Excellency. The reporter is claiming that Miss Brett implicated, right, somehow. What on earth could have happened in that hut?
Okay. say anything about this in his testimony. What did he ask her?
Hold it!
Yeah. What question? What exactly did he say? Well, now you should hear that from the horse's mouth, I think. Him and horses. Don't you, Mr. Rider Man.
Out with it, you yokel hack. What did you say to her? What did you say to the dying Englishwoman?
How did it feel to get stabbed? Well, in truth, I've been catching crabs up the water's edge and building castles in the sand, and you see... Well, the seaside is a place to be at leisure, I suppose, even for a grown man. But then all of a sudden, from the little beach hut, a young girl's panic-stricken cries for help pierced the air. Right. I ran up to the beach to see what was happening, to find the defendant lean over the Clutstone victim. As soon as Inspector Hasanaga saw Miss Brett on the ground, he sprinted off to get help. Then, just a moment later, I heard a faint moan from the dead Englishwoman. I nearly jumped out of my skin. But what did you ask her, Suzuki-san? Answer who did this to you. Don't protect this any longer. How did the woman respond? She didn't. She said nothing in response. But... What in the stand? When in the stand you will answer the questions asked of you
Unambiguously.
Ambiguously. Now, without evasion or resistance, I demand that you amend your testimony. I will.
Okay.
That's what she implied. Okay.
And then I also wanted to... Was it this one that I wanted? No, this is new. She left here and pointed in the direction of the defendant.
Hold it!
Unless there's someone behind the defendant.
Yeah.
Miss Brett pointed a finger at the defendant? Sasaki-san, is that really true? It's not easy to stand here and say this, but when we first entered the beach hut, the Englishwoman was sprawled on the floor before us, with the student girl standing on the far side of her. And then when I asked who did this to you, the Englishwoman summoned her last ounce of strength and pointed trembling finger at the back of the hut. Yeah, see, at the back!
Yeah!
So someone else was there. Which was, it couldn't be denied, in the direction of the student girl who stands accused today. Yeah, it wasn't at her.
I have a lot of ideas right now, and I can't articulate them.
No! Saki-san, why on earth did you neglect to mention this in your original testimony? Fiddlesticks, I said. This is not a birch court of law that you will respond in Japanese. Oh, did he? That was hilarious. Yes, of course the Englishwoman did point her finger towards the back of the hut, but I was trembling, and she was trembling, and everything was a blur. Thinking about it, I feel as though perhaps she was pointing us in a slight different direction. Actually, no, not slightly, in a very different direction to where the student girl was standing. To somewhere at the back of the hut where nobody was standing at all. Yeah. You mean that your memory of events and the direction in which the victim was pointing are both unclear? Yeah, that's unclear. I'm very unclear.
Objection!
Your Excellency, surely this proves the matter beyond all reasonable doubt. Yes, the woman may barely have been conscious, and yes, perhaps her finger waved slightly. But there can be no doubt that this was an attempt by the victim to confirm the identity of her assailant. Why? Because, as the court can see, there was no other than the accused in the direction of the victim was pointing. It is now abundantly clear that no one besides the accused could possibly have committed this crime. God, they're stupid.
Yep, I'm inclined to agree, because I'm stupid. And in the instance of any credible argument to the country, I believe you can now conclude this trial. No! No! The headline's right in itself. Dashed in lawyers' hopes dashed in 92 points across the whole page. You'll do extradition.
This is a serious blow, Sato. Unless we're able to identify the true culprit and substantiate our claim with evidence, the judge will give his ruling and the trial will be over.
But that's impossible, Father. We don't even know how the crime was committed yet.
Possible, though the task may seem, we have no choice. We must think back over everything we've learned thus far. Somewhere in all those details, I'm confident we'll find the clue we need. Should I question him more then, I guess?
Her guess as her account of how events unfolded in the defense antechamber before the trial resumed. She told us what happened at the precise moment Miss Brett was killed. Yeah.
The English woman was sitting at the back of the hut, listening to what I was saying. And then, a moment later, she suddenly got to her feet. Before collapsing on the floor in front of me, with a knife in her back.
And a pen. How can Miss Brett have been stabbed in the back in the beach hut that was empty but for herself and Ray? Somewhere amid all the information we've gathered so far, there must be an answer to that question. There's holes. I take it then that the defense has nothing further to add? We do.
So the gallant yokel student's luck finally runs out. I can't say I'm surprised.
In that case, I am ready to deliver my final verdict on this matter. This is a crucial turning point now. If I can't establish what really happened, it's over. Whatever was the real culprit hiding, and how did he or she stab the victim?
I kinda have an idea, but I don't know if it's right or not.
Yeah, I don't know either, but there's moments. Ow. Oh, he's sweating. You're excellently. I respectfully ask you to propose in your
Education.
Education for the time being. Oh, to what end, Cancel? To the end of time. The defense would like to present the court with an alternative theory. An alternate theory that I can explain. Who the victim was actually trying to imitate with her dying jester.
Jester, yes. An alternate theory, none exists.
Objection!
There was someone else present at the scene who could have committed this crime.
What?
And the victim, Miss Brett, tried to reveal who it was to these around her at the time. By mustering all her remaining strength and pointing a trembling finger in the killer's direction, Ichigo.
This is fiction, fantasy. Ichigo's fantasy.
Very well. As you see, as sure of yourself, Cancel, I am prepared to hear your alternate theory. So, young, Naruto, you're Naruto now. Yes, you're excellently. You will now present your last theory to the court by means of this plan. Okay, who was stabbed? Where
Are you
proposing?
right here?
Yeah. Yeah.
Can I...
Yeah. Is it?
I think, yeah, that's about right outside the hut right there.
Yeah.
Take that!
Because it's like iffy sometimes.
Yeah.
Do.
Naruto-san would never give up, and I'm a Naruto now. You will be when you're married.
Yes.
The
purring in my soul.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to move him. The true culprit who fatally stabbed Miss Brett was concealed in this location here. Yes, up behind the cut. Are you mad, Kensel? Yes.
Yes.
Yes, we are. You're suggesting the culprit was outside the hut?
Yes.
Yes.
What?
All the time. That man right there.
I think he stabbed her through the thing.
Yep. Order. But student never heard a sonic swear that makes no sense at all. You're pointed at the exact spot where I was hiding to get my scoop snap. Yes.
Yeah, it was you all
But I
along.
didn't see any suspicious individuals were loitering about. I can sense.
Look in the mirror.
Exactly.
Obviously, if the culprit had been outside the hut, there's no way that he or she could have stabbed the victim who was inside the hut.
Actually, prosecutor,
Yeah.
Gigi, there is a very...
There's a way.
There's a way.
Yeah.
And in point of fact, the defense can provide evidence strongly suggesting that this is precisely the way Miss Britt was killed.
You're bluffing and... Yep.
Nope. The defense assertion is clearly too
Fantastical.
fantastical for the court to
Fantasticals.
I know. You will now need to give us more guidance, counsel. Yes, more evidence. Evidence of your theory that the victim was stabbed from outside the hut.
I think... Is it this one? Yeah,
No.
there's the little slit there.
Oh, yeah. Okay, there is.
So,
Yeah.
would it be this one? I think it'd be this one, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like what shows
Yeah.
the original photograph print of the crime scene. Yes, it's clearly visible in this print. The chase of the fatal thrust that was delivered from outside the beach hut.
You take us for fools. There's no hint of any such thing.
I'm not sure that everyone was present would agree. But someone at least appears to have noticed what it is that I'm referring to. Counsel, once again, I must call on you to be expedited for the court. Where on this photograph is the place of the stabbing, which you claim took place. Yeah.
Take that!
Look, closely just here. In the screen at the back of the hut, you can see the effects of a blade having been forced through the reeds.
No, I can't. I can't see any such thing.
Yes, it's true that the hut in question had 4 walls, as you expect. However, by parting the reeds, a knife blade could easily penetrate them. This is extraordinary. Yes. The true culprit actually stabbed the victim from outside the beach hut. And of everyone present at the scene, there's only one person who could have done that. Only one person who was directly outside the hut when Miss Brett was killed. Right in the Memo-son. I could only have been you. Yep. Yeah. No.
Objection!
The preposterous idea leaves me almost speechless. Just look at the photograph again. The victim lies almost exactly in the center of the beach hut, does she not? Are we to assume as part of the farcical, I don't know, scenario that the assailant was a knife thrower?
Objection!
No. No, of course not.
We're not...
If you recall the testimony of the defendant about the events just before the victim's death.
Inside the beach hut, I confronted Miss Brett. But But she just sat on a stool at the back of the hut, smiling sweetly at me as she knew she was untouchable. A stool?
Yes, have another look at the photograph, bitch.
Yeah.
The slit in the read screen would align perfectly with the back of a person who was sitting on that stool. My word. So, in fact, the victim was killed while sitting on that stool by the stab wound to her back, delivered through the read screen. Having been attacked, Miss Brett rose to her feet instinctively, but then, unable to speak, she collapsed on the floor in the middle of the hut. Before the defendant, Umami-san, upheld and that, Your Excellency, is the truth of what happened on the beach that day. Yep. Why your silence, Mura-san? I take it that you don't deny the charge.
This is absurd.
Yeah, because he was in the room, he took the drugs, toxin. That will do. That will do, pig. It would appear that we have a admission of guilt from the witness. Test it?
Tacit. Yeah.
Tacit, okay. Admission of guilt from the witness. Accordingly, this court has successfully established the truth of this matter. Which means that the defendant, Mami-san, is innocent of the crime. Oh, thank goodness. I finally made him cave.
I must say, I've never been more proud. No, this can't be. The Uchi clan can't. What if my growth? What if my hair? It wasn't it wasn't all an apparition. I can't accept this, I won't.
Oh my god, he's such a bitch. I see no reason for the continuance of this trial. I will therefore move to conclude proceedings by... Yup. Is it... This man...
So Seki's constipated.
Well, this is all very inconvenient. This is how the highest court in our mighty empire delivers justice, is it? Suppressing well-meaning citizens' freedom to speak and writing them as criminals. No, you just weren't saying shit. What? We've established that the victim was stabbed from outside the hut through the read screen walls.
And no one but you was in place at the time to have his hand on the hilt of the blade.
Yep.
It's a perfectly logical deduction.
So, your argument... Hey.
Hinges.
Yeah. Hinges. Just on the location of whoever stabbed the Englishman, does it? Yeah. Well, it seems a little irrelevant now. Irrelevant? Where she was stabbed, how she was stabbed, and stabbed. It doesn't matter. I mean, whether she was stabbed at all makes no difference if you think about it. What do you mean? After all?
Okay.
The trial's already shown the whole thing hinges on something else. What? The poison? What? What are you talking about? Brace yourselves, little man. I am talking about the fact that everything's changed. Because of the dirt you dug up. What? Nothing. Obscurity. Explain yourself, witness. What's to explain? I'm talking about the poison, of course.
The poison?
Let's ask the professor for a comment on the situation, shall we? I understand a deadly poison you were developing was stolen from your laboratory, Threat. And it's been shown that this poison was administered to the victim, Miss Brett. Is that right?
That is correct. The unusual constriction of the victim's pupils are a sure sign that this particular poison was used.
I see. So, personally, that means that the victim already had a poison in her body before she was stabbed. Ah.
Given that her pupils were clearly constricted, it seems highly likely, yes. If she had been dead already, the poison could not have circulated in her blood. How refreshing to hear that argument of a metropolitan mind. Precisely, it matters not a jot who stabbed whom in the whose back and with the whose blade. Because, quite simply, the Englishwoman's life was taken not by the knife, but by the poison.
Objection!
That can be explained by the poison being on the blade, as I already—
Objection!
Forgotten already, have we, yokel? During these very proceedings, the laboratory of the professor at your side assisted in proving that the blade of the weapon used to attack the victim had no trace of poison on it whatsoever.
Ugh. So let me get this down. The facts successfully established by the defense in the trial turned out to be a headline-making red herring. Is that about right? God, I hate this guy. Well... She dies. Just taking that order. But whatever does me leave us. How in that case did the poison enter the victim's body?
There's an undeniably obvious answer to that. The lady most likely imbibed it.
You mean she drank it? She drank it.
Have another look at the photograph here, as you can see. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a drink there.
A bottle of carbonated water and a glass had been knocked onto the sandy floor to the beach at this hut, and yeah. The poison could have been slipped into either.
So somebody made Miss Brit drink it. God. Well, what do you know? I look at these dashing eyes. This is all great for a page slot. Hey, why the bitching stare?
So it glitched and it said, why the bitching stare?
Alright, and the last person who should be looking at. It would make no sense at all that I poisoned the woman, would it? I mean, that's been established already. Nope. Established? What are you talking about? Don't tell me you've forgotten. That's a little hard to believe, given that the person who established it is you. Me? What on earth does he mean? Oh, let me capture the wild eyes. This is the prime plotter. This is it. It would seem that this trial is not destined to end yet, after all. I hereby call upon the witness to give further testimony. That's great. Let me get a shot of this period for your excellency. Okay. You claim it to be impossible that you were the one responsible for the administering the poison to the victim. You explained to the court in your testimony the basis upon which you make such a claim. I'm Roland, I'm a man. I've never tried to run or hide from anything in my life. You are, though. I'm not about the sort now, because that's yep. For a brief moment, I thought I'd eliminated the truth, but it slipped right back into obscurity again. Just where is this trial going to take us? Somewhere. Down a path.
God. Okay.
God. Oh yes, I stabbed the Englishwoman, and that's the very fact that proves I'm innocent. No, it does not! Because why would I have bothered to stab the woman if I already poisoned her? When I heard the student girl and the English murderer arguing, it got my goat. If the courts weren't going to punish Brett for what she did, someone else would have to see justice. But you still stabbed her!
Mm-hmm.
Don't you mean it then? That everything happened as I described. That you are the one who stabbed Miss Brett in the back through the reed screen. You can play in this miserable country of ours, and yours. A country that bows to the pressure of foreign powers and lets murderers walk free. What kind of future can a country like that have? Well, now we need to put you in bars. That's why I did it. I did what our pathetic leaders didn't have the guts to do. Slap, bang, in the middle of that charming lady's back. I applauded and laid a sweet justice right in there. Why is he so happy about her? Someone who spends his life seeing that the truth is told. I feel really, really off about giving false information in my testimony before. But as it turns out, there was somebody else who had it in for the victim and got to her before me. That's right, you guessed it. That pretty little student girl, now there's a woman after my own heart. Oh no, that's disturbing. You're hurting Ryan. She's the one who gave the poison to the Englishwoman and ended her pitiful existence. Oh my god, I'm suddenly snapped. This hero here is off the hook. No, you're not. The argument sound certainly. If the witness had and showed the poison himself, he only have waited for it to take effect. Similarly, stabbing the victim in the back would have been entirely nonsensical.
And therefore, this reporter had nothing to do with the poisoning. Yes, it's all quite logical.
That's right. It is logical and true. I'm glad you're all seeing the right light.
The right light?
Yeah, justice at last. No, this is unbelievable. And after I've made so much progress in proving his guilt, is he going to get away with it now? He shouldn't, though.
No.
He still stabbed her.
Yeah. Slap.
Think of Kazusama and Naruto-san. They never stopped looking for a way forward until the judge's final gavel. Very well then, counsel. Proceed with what I assume to be your final cross-examination in the trial. Yes, Your Excellency.
Proves him innocent, okay.
Fucking
So why would I
backward logic.
I'd already poisoned her. When I heard the student girl and the pompous English murderer arguing, got my goat.
Hold it!
Okay, well, yeah, what were they arguing about?
What exactly were they arguing about? About what happened in the fucking restaurant 9 months ago, that's what. The student girl was laying into the Englishwoman for killing her beloved mentor, Dr. Wilson. Yes, John H. Wilson. Professor of medicine, and her invited her here from England by Professor Mekanova-san. No less. Yes, son. Right. But the Englishwoman just jeered?
Yeah.
Okay.
Her case was to be heard by the British Consular Court in Shanghai, however. There is little doubt that she would simply have been acquitted and sent back to her homeland a free woman.
It was eating the student girl's upset inside. You could see it. It really felt for... Okay. Yeah. I was like, is she gonna, like, chip in?
Yeah. listen to this tripe.
Right.
Young girl, just you stand accused. Go away.
No, you can't. Sorry, but I'm in the middle of some very important testimony here. Just keep quiet and listen. No!
But this awful man is making up all of this. Susato, please, you have to make them listen.
Return to the dock. Return to the dock at once. Yeah. Fuck. I had her name, and then I lost it. Your Excellency, please, implore her. I implore you. That journalist is clearly not a trustworthy witness. No, he's not.
Exactly. He's a filthy, rotten, black-hearted bigot. Bigoted, dirty, great peeping Tom.
Yep. Whoa, take it easy there. Please, I really think the court should hear what the defendant has to say.
Your Excellency, I see no need whatsoever to entertain the accused remarks.
I will grant the request of the defendants.
Yeah, but Your Excellency.
This is likely to be the final cross-examination of these proceedings. I want to hear everything. As such, I believe it would be a little advice to stifle the defendant's obvious concerns. So, we'll the converse regular protocol. I hereby call upon the defendant to speak.
Oh, sneezes.
Oh God.
Oh. Ow.
Oh.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency.
Yeah, she did look like she hit her.
Yeah. Okay, we were discussing the stolen poison.
Hold it!
Do that one.
The stolen poison that killed the victim, you mean?
I suspected her of being the one to steal it. I mean, just thinking about how she killed Dr. Wilson.
That's true. Additionally, Miss Brett certainly had knowledge of the new poison.
But surely it'd be no easy task to steal a highly secret toxin being jetted for the government.
Indeed, all visitors have the laboratory are thoroughly searched when they leave. Even if a thief managed to avoid being seen by myself or a colleague getting the poison out would be very difficult.
Yeah, that's true. I asked our professor till he agreed to show me the poison when I visited his laboratory. But as I left, I was searched from top to tail.
Miss Brett rather brilliantly revealed the existence of the toxin we'd been developing, you see. And since Sasaki-san expressed such an interest in it, I felt unable to refuse. Obviously, I gave nothing away other than the fact that it was an extremely potent substance.
I'm very ashamed of myself. It's just that I had a necessarily terrible experience with the deadly poison. I wanted to look at my old enemy in the eye and surely can understand that cat.
To find out if my suspicions were true, I confronted Miss Brett about the poison. I told her that if there were to be an incident involving it somehow, it wouldn't just be the university. The military would be dragged into it. The whole government, it would be a complete disaster.
And how did Miss Brett respond to your concerns?
She just curled those beautiful lips of hers and said she didn't know the first thing about it. In English, actually.
Yes. Benny-san, one small question, if you don't mind.
I do mind. Can't you see I'm busy? Fucking cunt.
Clearly, you were outside the beach hut listening in while the defendant and Miss Brett were conversing. Presumably, then, it was you who wrote this article about what you heard. Exclusive, deadly poison stolen from Yume University Research Laboratory. The story was published this morning in the edition of Show You News. The details are too accurate for it to have been written by anyone else.
Yep. Sorry, don't know what you're talking about.
Yes. Look at this. The entire article is almost what I said to Miss Brett word for word.
Ugh. Well, son? Yeah, bitch. As this is a free country, I know how to reveal my sources. That's a founding principle of enemies. Father's clearly right about this. The reporter did write that article, and he based it on what he overheard from the outside the hut.
Okay.
Are you having a good time, Ichigo?
No.
So what's this all about? You were trying to cover up the fact that you were listening in? That's why you came up with this stinking story about me arguing with her.
Shut up. My stories never stink. Yes, it is. Look, whatever you say, little girl, it doesn't alter the facts. Your Excellency, there's something I want to say, and I wanted to go to on record. Very well. You may and your formal testimony.
He has to breathe.
He looks ready to fucking murder someone.
Yeah.
If you...
reason to stab person as well.
She
To
says
cover it
that,
up?
but I don't... Yeah. Yeah, he keeps leaning on that.
Yeah.
Perhaps you doubted the visiting of the poison and thought to make sure your victim would die. Bitch.
Mm-hmm.
That's horse tongue. How do we...
Okay.
What? That wouldn't be like pouring pepper on your Chinese ramen before you've been tasted it completely. That's what I do, though.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta make it spicier. Although, it might surprise you to learn that I am a bit of an
impetuous
pepper pourer, as it happens. So once the victim had taken the poison, she would have been only minutes away from death. And yet, this man then proceeds to stab her in the back as well. I don't know, just to make... There has to be a good reason for that.
If it was the reporter who gave the poison to Miss Brett, then clearly he must have done it prior to Ray entering the hut.
Yes, that's undeniable. And undoubtedly.
Okay. Oh, God, I forgot to read out loud. There was one very crucial change in the situation.
Sorry, what change?
The reporter overheard the conversation between Ray and the Englishwoman.
Yes, that's it. That's what the son first found out the exact nature of the poison that he'd used. So, that could be the key here. So do we need to go read the paper?
The victim had unwillingly taken the poison already. The reporter would have no reason to stab her. Yeah. I'll examine it in a minute. On the face of it, the logic sounds entirely unreasonable. But
there's no question that this man was responsible for the Miss Brett's murder.
If we could think of a plausible explanation as to why he might have stabbed her even after the poison.
I think.
I feel that everything would drop into place. That's what we were really looking for. What do you think?
Yes, I agree. In order to do that, I must try to glean more information. I think it's similar to maybe he was overhearing what they said from the past. Because remember that murder was with poison? So I wonder...
Not you. Poison point. The poison point. The point is, if you're poison someone, there would be no...
Unless he thinks it had to be similar... Because yeah, what does it say?
Following lecture on the 11th, it's come to light that the disturbing incident took place. That the poison being secretly developed in the university is forensics. Okay. Even the smallest amount entering the body via mouth or a wound from a poison-laced blade would have proved fatal in minutes. Currently, methods cannot be detected. The university would be okay. Onset of symptoms occur in minutes, starting with impaired breathing and ending with acute condition. The pupils prior to death. Such symptoms would suggest it's apparently rumored to have been commissioned by the military. This is the only thing I can think of that when we got
Yeah.
new, and then he's talking about poison there, so...
Yeah.
Objection!
Well, I can think of one reason. What? But before I explain, I'd like you to confirm something for the court. Did you glean all that information for this newspaper from what you overheard outside the hut? Of course you did. There be no question of that. Okay. After all, when we were all in the laboratory together, all we were told is that it was a terrible toxin. And there's one more important fact to consider. According to the witness, Mui-san's verbal attack against the victim began as soon as she entered the hut. In other words, it would have been possible for her to have slipped the poison into Miss Brett's drink. Yep.
Objection!
What are you suggesting with this counsel?
Mui-san has made it quite clear that he observed every single thing that happened in the beach hut. If the defendant had somehow found an opportunity, this man would have seen it. Yeah. Yep.
Which means that Miss Brett couldn't have imbibed the poison while the defendant was present. In fact, it must have been administered to her before Membani-san entered the hut.
Yes, very well, very accurately put.
When I walked into the hut, I immediately started to press Miss Brett about the poison.
At which point, son, I overheard some worrying information.
Worrying information? About what?
I have a book here. The information which he subtly included in his newspaper article, namely, that the poison was being developed in secretly that it couldn't be readily obtained.
Absolutely. In fact, that's quite an understatement. The only possible place it could come from is my lab.
And furthermore, anyone affected by the poison would exhibit in telltale signs in death. Just signs in death.
The extreme constriction of the pupils. Yes, it's quite stark when you see it. There are other poisons that show similar symptoms, but not among the new substances that are undetectable.
In other words, it would be clear that the victim's life had been ended by the use of this particular poison, which would reduce the number of suspects to only a handful of people.
Brain. Everyone in my laboratory is aware of the unique properties of the toxin we've been developing. None of them would be foolish enough to attempt to use it for some nefarious deed. Membani-san being no exception.
Therefore, we can conclude that whoever administered this unique poison to the victim was a layperson unaware of its telltale properties.
Nyar.
In other words, someone like you it was you who stole the poison from the laboratory that day. And it was you who administered it to the unwitting victim. And you quickly realized that that was a terrible mistake.
Because the poison caused so much unusual symptoms and was so traceable.
As you listened in from afar aside from the beach hut's thin walls, you learned of these facts but you'd already given the victim the poison at that point. It was too late. So you hatched a plan to disguise your mistake.
Your victim mistake.
Yeah, a plan that involved stabbing the victim in the back through the reed screen.
Objection.
But what that could possibly do?
It's an obvious cancel? Yeah. The plan was to kill Miss Brett before the poison could take effect.
Yep.
Yep.
Once in the blood, the poison causes the onset of pupil constriction. But he had hoped to precipitate the victim's death before that happened, hadn't he?
Exactly! Because without any revealing signs of the new secret poison used, no one would ever have suspected. This is extraordinary. Yes. Yes, the facts of the poison mean it would be too easily identified, so the killer had to mask it use. Yeah, that's what I thought. Which he attempted to do by plunging a knife into the middle of the victim's back. He's
gonna fall asleep.
Yeah. Order. The argument of person is sound. The court is satisfied it warrants consideration. Does the prosecution have a counter-argument which is to put forward? No, he is known.
Well, there are a number of... I mean, yes, I can count. I counter completely.
Objection!
The prosecution's response clearly shows that in much the same way he nears the end of his top knot, he is clearly to lost hope.
Lost hope.
Yep.
Oh no. What now?
Is he gonna go crazy now?
Yes.
Yep. Oh shit. Ugh, you pathetic, useless, fallen samurai.
Your hat! Fallen? Who are you calling Fallen?
Yep, I don't need a counter-argument. What? What are you talking about? It should be abundantly obvious. I stole the poison, you say. Give it to the victim, you say. Stabbed her, you say. I say a lot of things, you say. Theories, find the theories.
It's a game theory.
I need a counter-argument because you don't have an argument with yourself. Your evidence. Yep.
God.
What? We do. It's the pen. Yes, you make it all sound so plausible, but you don't. But without evidence, it means nothing. Whereas I have my news on facts. I fax the news. Facts? What do you mean? What facts? Explain yourself.
Fake news.
I mean, what the professor said. We were reading while. Here in my many memos, every word, every slip of the tongue, all noted. That's what the show news is famous for.
Read all about it.
The power of the first print. But surely it would be no easy task to steal a highly secret toxin being developed for the government.
Indeed. All visitors to the laboratory are thoroughly searched when they leave. Even if a thief managed to avoid being seen by myself or a colleague getting the poison, one would be very difficult.
It would, but... how's that then? Blowing the story wide open. Wider than I see it. I'm a mere reporter from the show news. Couldn't possibly have stolen that poison from the professor's laboratory. Ah. But you did, son, and we know why and how. Well, there can't be any question about that. He must have stolen the poison that day. He stole it, and he used it to kill. He killed.
He's so killer.
What if that's the case? So you're identifying the poison itself is the different evidence we need. Because whoever stole it,
yes.
Whoever stole it from the laboratory that day is the true culprit here. What's your point, you annoyingly handsome country bumpkin? Oh, it's kind of gay about it.
Yeah.
My point is this: there's no way that you.
Also, it's just funny because she's dressed like that, and it's like, yeah, she is really handsome.
I know, it's so great. Could have stolen the poison that day. I have heard enough verbal confession now, thank you. What the court must be shown is evidence. What proof do you have that
Would it be the fountain pen again?
Yeah.
Stole the...
What?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Also, we do also still have what her father gave us, so I wonder if we have to use that soon.
What did he give us?
That shows that there is toxin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The proof you're accidentally is this fountain pen. Ugh. A fountain pen. How could that possibly be relevant? So I think we're gonna use that. It's magical. They're magical pens. Somehow seem to have enough ink to write many thousands of kanji characters. I believe they arrived in our country for the first time since 15 years ago.
I swear, weasel hair calligraphy brush and nothing else. There's newfangled pens are merely a fad.
They're forever. Well, as a forward-thinking man of words, obviously, I love my fountain pen. Suck up,
Soupcon? What?
Soupcon of suspension ink in one's work is awash with words in the blink of an eye. I'm concerned. That's right. Fountain pens have a small,
Reservoir
in the barrel, and there's no ink in there. In which ink is sucked up through the nib of the pen in order to write with later.
What does all this talking of sucking up ink have?
Just as it's possible to suck ink up into the reservoir, it's also possible to inject it through the nib again. Of course. My word. Can this really be? Well, son?
So, I do have a theory, but I don't think it's right. It's what if she got poked by the pen and that's how she got it in her blood system?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's right or not, but that's what I've been thinking.
Well, you saw the deadly poison before your eyes in the laboratory that day. You used your fountain pen, your very lifeblood to steal some of it, didn't you? By, siphoning? Siphoning, jeez.
Sipoting.
Well, that's what it looks like. The poison through the nib and into the pen's reservoir. Okay, what's he gonna counter back? Yep.
Well, surely that never happened. You never happened.
True. We've heard that there were procedures in place to prevent thefts like this from the laboratory. But would anyone have thought to look inside a fountain pen of all places?
No, I'm afraid. I mean, I'm just a little.
Yup.
That, for fear of offending our guests, such a detailed search would not have been conducted.
Well, this is quite startling, I must say. I remind the court that this pen was found in the clutches of the victim when she died. In other words, it was dropped at the scene by Morrison. Yeah, he's huffing. So the crucial question is, when exactly was the pen dropped? Are you suggesting? The natural conclusion is that in your haste to act whilst the victim was distracted for a moment, you dropped the pen after you emptied the poison from into your glass.
Objection!
There could be any number of alternative explanations. For example, the witness could have been using this pen to write down details of the conversation with the victim. And when shocked by one of her outrageous answers, the pen fell from his quivering hand.
She denied it. No, that can't be. If it was, how do you explain why the pen was devoid of ink?
What?
As you see for yourself, if you examine the evidence, there would appear to be no ink present in the reservoir. What newspaper reporter goes to Nigro's with someone with nothing in his pen? No, the pen was dropped after the poison filled its reservoir that has been emptied in the victim's last. Witness, what do you have to say in your defense? Yeah.
Oh god.
Naysay. So is this how our modern justice system works, is it? Yes. Is he saying there's a so that was the ink is in my pen and runs dry, so what if my pen still snaps?
Like your mind?
Oh.
Hello.
I can always claw my way back into the game. I have plenty in reserve. Oh. Did he just... Where did they go? You claim I sucked the poison up into my pen? That's wild speculation, nothing more. If you thought you could bring down a fine, upstanding citizen with a trick like that, think again. You keep saying that, son. You're not.
Looks as though it's taken one final decisive blow to finish this matter.
As I see it, the solution is a very simple solution. It rests upon whether or not this witness did indeed steal the poison on the day in question. And therefore, it all depends upon whether or not the defense can prove that he did with the evidence. No such evidence could possibly exist.
Objection!
Still your pen, son. No, son. This is how our modern justice system works. What? The courtroom evidence is everything. Something you would do well to remember. Because we are well past the point of speculation at this stage, I assure you. Very well, then. I call upon the defense to present the evidence for evidence. Get the evidence. This is it. This will be the final piece in the puzzle. The defense can prove by means of this item that it was the witness's pen that was used to steal the poison.
Would it be this?
Doing that.
Special
Yeah,
indicator poison. It's been crafted in strictly ancient. Okay, hold on. Let me look at it.
Yeah, just look at
It
it.
has a dropper, so he could have done it.
Yeah.
I think that's a dropper at least.
That's a... Cancel, what is the bottle? This bottle contains a unique chemical reagent that can identify the poison in the question.
Yeah. Yes, this... God, I'm dying. Yes, that poison is entirely new synthesis of alkaloids developed by my colleagues and I. It would be impossible to detect traces of it by any other method.
I work for another perceptive. Something with this chemical reagent, and anybody at all could check for traces of the poison. A reagent? What? One drop of this bottle on the tip of your fountain pen, son, is all it'll take.
Oh no,
to solve
that's...
this case beyond all reasonable doubt.
I got the bottled reagent confused with the actual poison. Never mind.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, you can't. I won't.
Your crimes are bad enough, but at least know when to admit defeat.
You're excellently. The defendant requests his permission to carry out the test on the fountain pen at once.
Is he Link now?
Oh, he's freaking the fuck out. This isn't my fault. Assassination blowing. I'm blowing up. I'm my arm in front of the battlefield.
He's going faster.
Yeah.
Susato, with me.
Oh my god, this is. I'm there. This is cute.
Ah.
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
I love it.
Oh, adorable.
Did I do it right? That was Susato takedown, wasn't it?
Not quite. That That was our takedown. It's funny because you change your outfit. The instant the first drop of the reagent touched the nib of the fountain pen, it was clear to everyone who was present.
Oh, he tired.
He's sad. When I saw it there in the lab, the poison, the devil got a hold of me, and I decided to do it on a whim. I excused myself and emptied all the ink down the sink in the bathroom washer, and there's out carefully. And then you waited for an opportunity to suck up some of the poison, didn't you? Into your fountain pen. Yes, that's right.
Answer me one thing, Minamoto-san. I said Minimoto, but, whatever. Why did you steal it? For what purpose?
His analysis of us to find out what it was made of and expose it in an article.
Oh, so it was just a test thing? He didn't have any grudge against her?
I mean, it was a secret project article too juicy for a journal like me to pass up.
Then why did the English woman end up dead?
I went into the hut intending to quiz her on her situation, that's all, as a reporter. A known killer enjoying full freedom, evading justice by leaving the country. I told her what I thought about it. And she just laughed at me in my face. Yeah! Of course she's going to do that.
What's this? A Far Eastern caveman purporting to practice journalism. Really, you must learn the difference between reporting and listening at doorways, you ignorant plebeian.
What do you call me?
This country, with its pretensions to a justice system to a free press, it's really very depressing. You see, our superior ways in the West, yet you lack the mental capacity to emulate them. Get out of here, you oaf. Get out and crawl back into the cave you came from. Oh, so he was just offended.
Yeah, that's when I remembered about the deadly poison I happened to have in my pen at the time. What a terrible tale. In my head, I knew I should just get out of there as quickly as possible, but I couldn't. I couldn't let her get away with what she's done when she clearly had no remorse at all. I suppose it was my general spirit getting all fired up. He's so sad.
I mean, I understand, but at the same time, like...
She was being tried, so there was no point.
Yeah.
He's dumb.
I mean, 10-1, they would have probably ended up putting her on death row. I would have liked to think.
I'd like to ask you something. Yes. You often talk about justice. But surely, as a journalist, you could have used other means to deliver the justice you thought.
Yeah, punch her.
Exactly. There's no justice in the press. Sorry? After the trial 9 months ago, I kept digging to find out what had happened in that courtroom.
Hole digger.
And finally, I discovered the truth. What truth? It was a cover-up, that's what it was. What do you mean? A cover-up? What do you mean? I would remind you of your position of witness. Be careful of what you say. Oh, come on. Doesn't it strike you as strange? We're suddenly not allowed to convict a foreign national counselor.
Jurisdiction.
Jurisdiction should never have come into it. And yet the puffed-up Englishwoman was going to sail away into the sunset, a free woman. The only possible explanation is that behind the scenes, some deal had gone down between Britain and Japan. Of course!
More likely.
What sort of deal?
A deal.
A deal with the devil. I'd done my research, dug up all the dirt. It was all ready to be published. But you know what happened? The editor just tore the article up.
He came under pressure from the government, you mean?
Yeah. And our government is going to let criminals walk free if they're going to crush the free press. Then what choice do I have but to see that justice is done myself? Let's not forget, son, that you committed murder yourself and you tried to lay the blame on at the defendant's door. I'm sorry, but but you're no better than Jezebel Brett. Exactly. What?
Yeah.
The truth is, you have no right to talk about justice at all. I suppose.
As hard as it is, yeah.
Yeah. He dug his grave. What would appear that we have reached a conclusion in this trial at last, finally. Counsel for the defense. Arihodo. Yes. Sorry, Your Excellency. Just musing in a manly way here.
And not a manly way.
It's almost unbelievable this is your first experience of a Supreme Court. It was an extra 4 minutes. In truth, it was very much reminding me of your cousin's exploit. Oh, the artist, Ryosuke, you mean? The way he handled the trial 9 months ago, the way he handled this one, the way you handled this one, it gave me hope that we are generally entering a new era of justice in this land. That's very flattering, Your Excellency. Hearing the defense you put forward today made me feel most keenly, Jesus, that the future of our justice system will be forged by you and your compatriots.
Contemporaries.
Jeez. Yep. Thank you. So, Prosecutor Ibushi, do you have any final thoughts? Oh.
What the fuck is that? Is that a birdhouse?
Prosecutor Ibushi, what are you doing? Oh.
God. What is he doing now? Takusuchi of the Ayuchi have been bested by a callow youth not once but twice. If there was any shred of my former self left, it has been withered and died here today. Is he gonna cut off the rest of his hair?
I think so. Gosh, your journey to culture and enlightenment sure took a while, didn't it?
Silence! I kill you! Or myself. Rather than living on shame. I will end it here now with this blade. For that is the truth to Achishishim. One hopes that this will be the only way in which he'll be modeling himself after the witness. Sprig of my topknot, the time is right for a farewell. Hope is lost forever. Takusuchi. What is he doing?
Yeah, I think is he removing his top knot? Yeah.
Oh, the rest of it, yep.
Yeah. Oh, clean. Oh, goodbye. Oh, honey. Oh, gotta pray. Oh, he also prays. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh. He's so sad. That blade must be really sharp.
Mm-hmm. Now, in regard to the defendant, Molly-san?
Yes, Your Excellency.
I have reached my final verdict. I hereby find you
not guilty.
Yay.
Where did these cherry blossoms come from?
I know. I don't know. Forgot himself? Court is a jerk. Ichigo, you're
Court
very
is a
hot.
jerk.
A jerk.
It's a jerk.
It's a jerk. Ichigo, you're very hot. My hands are very sweaty.
A very sexy cat.
He's on top of my hands right now.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah, I know. Can I have my hands? Thank you. It's over. My heart is still pounding in my chest, though. It's all I can do just to stay standing.
Oh, hey, it's my outfit.
You're such a great. You're such a great friend to bear.
Bears.
Oh my god. Don't they Naruto-san? Oh my god, funny.
Susaru! Thank you so much. You were so dashing in there.
Right, and father.
Honestly, I'm so touched by everything you... Oh no, I think I'm going to cry.
It isn't easy, but to read it, it was on the verge of tears at the end, too.
The only reason I'm still here is because of you.
Oh no, I can't take all the credit. It took courage to tell the truth in there.
I ship it.
You did wonderfully, right? So I would have to say that the congratulations belong to you.
Susaru, don't be so standoffish.
Sorry?
We're friends, equals, and the trial's over. We're even roommates, so no more of this formal superiority, super humility nonsense. It's time to celebrate with swagger, to throw caution to the wind. Take off your shirt and wave it around.
Caution to the what? What?
I'm the great defense lawyer. I'm a gnome, and I'm taking you out with a milk bar tomorrow.
Oh,
God.
Or something.
Right, I see. I'll think about it, right?
At any rate, we knocked the wind out of that horrid man, and it felt so good.
Yes, it was satisfying.
It really was. Isn't that anybody else we could throw it together?
I hope you're not looking at me, Ray.
Oh my goodness. No, of course not. Of course not.
She was.
Yeah.
There it is at last. Ray's lovely smile.
I'm your father. You fought for your friend to the very last. As your father, I am extremely proud of you. Defense attorney Ryotaro, whoever the hell you are anymore.
Thank you, but I couldn't have done it without your help. Anyway, it's time to bid farewell to Ryotaro. I think I shall miss him in a way, but it's back to Satato now. Yeah.
So, I'll never see him again then. What a terrible shame.
What? I don't know. Yeah. What is happening? Are they figuring out? Sasaki-san and Inspector Hosoda, I do hope you've been keeping well. Is that really you?
Do they like overhear? I wonder.
I had to change my appearance for obvious reasons. I hope, but it's me. This isn't like a. Ha 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 ha.
It was this big.
I don't. So dashing, so divine.
He's also sick, though.
No. So dashing, yes, and jealously divine. Just looked at you. I had no idea, Mrs. Sosa-san, Esquires, that you were student Naruto-san's Esquire's cousin.
No, we're not.
Astrology, Ace Attorney.
He said the line.
No. He said the line. Poor Sasaki-san, so confused.
Oh god.
I still remember the first time I ever met him. He was in a prison cell in London, but extraordinarily conductor we would highlight that unwitting student from Japan found himself embroiled in. But after Naruto-san's skillful defense at Old Bailey, Saki-san was free to return to Japan. And now he he seems to have earned himself great fame as an author.
Yep, became stunned. That's truly impressive disguise. Even I had no idea that I'm a chief inspector at the place who came up with the turtle. With Mr. Turtle, no less.
Okay.
I'm concerned!
I'm not sure you should be admitting to that, Inspector.
Yeah. Amazing. You're a woman of many faces, I see.
Just two, really. And this was a once-in-a-lifetime event, I hope. Oh, I'm not a patch on you, though, Inspector.
Well, I'm a professional, of course. He's so happy about it.
I do worry about Inspector Hasanaka sometimes, I really do.
I still think he has tuberculosis or something.
Yeah, exactly.
9 months ago, when we appeared there at the Supreme Court to testify, he was undercover disguised as the head waiter at the restaurant.
And then he got beat up.
Went on the secret ship to Great Britain, of course, disguised as a sailor to keep us safe on the journey.
Oh.
Yep. Though that didn't help you, did it, Kazusama?
No, I'm sad. For my perspective, I have to admit that I have mixed feelings with all this. I mean, now the truth has been lost forever. What do you mean? I'm talking to myself. I am talking about the murder of the Englishwoman committed at the end of the last year. Ah, yes, it was an English doctor she killed, as I understand it.
Dr. John H. Wilson, yes. The man I invited to Japanese personally.
The mysterious, why did she kill him? No, the culprit is dead. We'll probably never know the answer.
On the voyage to Great Britain, we had a most unexpected encounter with Mr. Sherlock Holmes, the great detective, I mean.
Ah, yes, I remember Mr. Holmes well, of course. My arch-nemesis, how lightly you utter his name.
Well, according to the stories published about him, the Sherlock Holmes detective once had a partner who helped him solve crimes, a best friend. And that man was an excellent doctor of medicine by the name of John H. Wilson.
We call him Joa.
Joa.
Joa. What? Dr. Wilson?
I just can't believe that. It's a coincidence, so it's gonna be better. I think that the English doctor of medicine killed here in Japan 9 months ago must have been the friend and partner of Mr. Holmes.
I have something up my sleeves.
Yeah, it's like, what do you think, Daddy?
If that's really true, then the poor girl won't ever see her beloved father again.
Who has father now? No one has fathers in this time.
Not allowed. As you know, I traveled to Great Britain once myself to study, and then I bought milk. It was around the time you were born.
Yes, grandmother told me about it. You brought milk.
Oh, returned to Japan, I took a professorship at the Imperial University, and then I gave the milk to your grandmother, and then she was like, yay! But I also serve another role as an advisor to the government on diplomatic affairs.
Yes, I was aware of that as well.
In that case, I'm sure you understand that I must go buy more milk. That there are some confidential matters I cannot divulge to you.
Could you just tell me one thing? Why did you summon me back to Japan?
I thought you brought milk.
It's been 2 months now since I returned. When I left England, it was because an urgent telegram had arrived from Japan. It said that you collapsed with a high fever and you were growing weaker by the day.
I had mad cow disease. What? Where did that nose come from?
That's what I'd like to know, because after the long sea voyage, I found you in fine health, Papa. Was that there something in Great Britain that you perceived might inconvenience me in some way or harm me? That's really the only explanation I could think of.
Dear me, do you reserve your most cutting glares for your father Shisato? I'm sorry, my dear. Simply can't.
Let me go.
Is he gonna kill Daddy?
Wait, he's gonna try.
Son?
So, one throw wasn't enough for you.
Yeah.
I got one last thing to say before they take you away, Professor.
Me?
I know the truth. I know you had a handle in that way student's fate. Visiting student's fate. Visiting student? Just what you mean? No,
who?
not her. The student of law who left for Great Room
Oh,
8 months ago.
Kazuma?
What? Student of law? He must be Sama? What are you talking about? What does any of this have to do with Kasuna-sama?
No one here in Japan knows anything about it. They don't know the guy who never made it to England, that he died on that steamship, that he'll never...
Oh. Judge, take it out.
Yeah, I'd expect to find him in here.
My god, he looks amazing.
I love it. Why were you... What were you officers playing at? Oh, terribly sorry. Your Excellency. You're sexy.
Yes, sexy excellency.
I was coming to tell you that the rickshaw has arrived. Eugene, and it's a good job I come by.
Yes, thank you for dealing with him. I'll be there shortly, sexy butt ass.
Your Excellency?
The trial's over. I'm not your Excellency anymore. Merely your father's friend.
Seishiro. Jigoku.
Jigoku, Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
May I say that since I saw you last, you seem to have taken on a more dashing appearance.
Oh, you knew.
Susato.
Did you know all along from the start of the trial?
Cut your beard.
I do. A judge sees everything, Susato.
Except the beard. Couldn't let you take the risk if Seishiro here hadn't known, and then he'd recognize you. So I had a word in his ear beforehand, as an old friend, because he has ears. So, Seishiro, shall we?
Yes, having ruled on that case, we now have issues to us. Yup.
Before you go, Father.
Sorry, my dear. We shall have to return to earlier conversation at a later date. But, well done again, both of you. You did it admirably.
Oh, thank you very much.
What did you think of Shiro's sling? It's been a while since I met a man flying like that.
Son of man. Not met a man.
I'm just... Met a man I sent flying.
Funny.
Whatever could Father
Be hiding from me. He's hiding shit.
about Elizabeth, about Dr. Wilson, about everything, about now. It seems, according to the reporter, Kazuma,
Yeah.
about Kasasana. I'm going to have to bring this up with Father sometime when nobody else is around.
Oh.
Hi.
Jules is downstairs. Should I, have a word?
No.
Oh, yes, of course. Son, what about it?
I think perhaps it could be fate that we're meeting again from this now. You see, there's something I need to tell you.
Oh,
I believe it may be related to the reason why your father summoned you back from England.
this has to be... I have to hear this. Please, Sasaki-san, tell me at once.
I will. Oh, as you know, my time in England was robust, and I have no doubt such a thing as I was about in think on this local student or how to square something.
After he secured my freedom, I couldn't wait to get on the ship back here from my homeland. Having arrived in Japan, I submitted a report about my experience to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. The next thing I knew, I had a visitor. Hey, what's your father? Professor McNamara. He wanted to ask me all sorts of things about my report. My father? Yeah, he seems to be extremely taken with that particular part of the class. No way, he left eventually, having thoroughly quiz me, and question me. But it was the very next day that he sent the telegram to asking me to return to Japan. What was it then? The particular part my father was interested in? I don't really know exactly. Yeah, but do you remember them? These two terrible cases I was caught up in? Of course, I could never forget. Your father seemed to concern himself mainly with the second case. The second one? You mean the one that Mr. Jones forbade any of them to talk about in public? Which was about the only case involving you that any member of the public is aware of is the first. Well, I don't care. I don't have to listen to what the Dr. says. Okay. Anyway, the point is, it seems that some case somehow holds the key to all these curious and ordered. A horrific, hideous, heinous case, the case of the haunted logins.
Lodgings.
Logins.
Yes.
It's logins now. That's gonna be a log. Oh god. The case somehow caused my father to send me urgently back to Japan. I thought that the whole business was over, but it seems I was wrong. Perhaps that was only the start. Perhaps the story is not yet told. Or told. Who knows?
Hold me.
Oh.
Oh, hello. Tree.
Me again. Hello,
So,
tree.
The mystery of that English woman's death is solved, thank goodness.
Thanks for coming to my TED
And
Talk.
having stood in
Yeah.
the Supreme Court now, I think I can comprehend a little better. How you must be feeling as you fight for people's freedom in a foreign land, Naruhodo-san. But actually,
Oh god, she's still in
I'm
the other
writing to you today
outfit.
because of another matter. I met Soseki-san and we talked about that second case he was involved in. Father has said nothing to me, but I feel certain of it.
Father is a bitch.
Father didn't buy me a pony once.
Father forgot to
My
pick
notes
me
on the
to
case should still be
the
in the
whatever.
office.
Father forgot to pick me up from school.
Yeah,
Perhaps you
father
might like
forgot
to look
to
over them again.
do a lot of things.
Yes, he forgot to be a
For the first
father.
time this year, it feels as though summer has
My-
arrived. The
Where's
skies
my
are
mother?
brilliant blue.
Yeah.
It makes me long to see you again.
Oh no,
Yours,
she's gonna cry.
Susato.
Susato.
Cute. Oh.
And for now.
Until there's war.
Yep.